Anyway, so my parents are here, and I have a fun story about my parents. It's going to be a comedy confrontation right now, brace yourselves. They sent me to summer camp when I was 9, but they're not big on reading the fine print, so whoops, it was a camp for special needs children. I hate when that happens. You know, it's just like, I know, and I mean, my parents, here's the confusion. They thought, they know that special meant special. I think they thought it meant like gifted. Don't put me on the pedestal, but I'm a gifted child, and it's happened. You know, and just like, the weird thing is like, okay, it's kind of embarrassing. In hindsight, I feel like I almost belong there because it took me 3 days to piece together what was what. Like, what made them all so special. And you know what kind of hurts is like no one ever said, "Oh, you clearly don't belong here." It's like no, I'm not. Oh, Smurf lunchbox. He's special because special kids love the Smurfs. I don't know. So I went to use the counselor's office, and he had this. He heard me on the phone. They let us out early on Wednesday, so I had to call my irresponsible mom to pick me up, and I just said, I'm kidding. You're very responsible. As I stand here telling jokes in an adequate Chinese restaurant. No, so anyway, he heard me on the phone with my mom, and he said, Steven, you need to always identify yourself when you're on the phone with someone. And I said, I said to him, hey, why don't you let me have conversations with my family the way I want to, and why don't I not tell you how to do your job, which is apparently like leading everyone in applause and saying, hey, everyone's a winner every 5 minutes. Booyah, because I was an edgy 9-year-old. And then I looked at his reading material, and it was how to teach learning disabled children. I'm like, oh, it all makes sense. That's why they stood around and applauded when I made spin art. That's why they patted the edges of the Etch-a-Sketch. But anyway, I was gonna not go back, but I don't know, for a chubby, uncoordinated kid to be picked first to be on the team. Okay, fourth but not last. That was a high. I have to say that was a real high for me. One of my friends, he was asking me if I had any new material, and I started to do that joke for him, and then I remember like midway through that story, I'm like, he has a special child, so I'm like, and the moral of the story is that our differences unite us, and people shouldn't make fun of them. It's like, good backpedal. I don't care if it's not funny, that message has to get out. This weekend has been awesome. I love Boston, I live in Los Angeles, and last weekend I had a really cool weekend. I went to a party downtown in someone's loft. I went to a spinning class. I went hiking in the Hollywood Hills. I took a guitar lesson. And I realized, oh my God, my weekend would make an amazing montage in a movie. Like in a romantic comedy where J-Lo's determined not to let that breakup get her down, taking the world by storm. I think the one thing I would leave out of the montage, though, is where I'm standing naked in front of the bathroom mirror crying and cutting myself. Not for the reasons you'd think comedy studio. It's like, it's 2008, men can have feelings, then cut themselves over those feelings. It's just that the bath towels didn't match. The guest soaps were so overused, you couldn't even tell they were supposed to be rosebuds. It was embarrassing. That's why I cut myself in the first place. I did that joke at the Comedy Store in Hollywood, and I made a table of frat boys gasp in horror at that. And one of them came up to me, found me at the bar for the show, and he's like, right in my face, he's like, that's not cool, man, that's not cool, that's not funny. I'm like, oh, actually it is very funny, it's just sophisticated, but whatever. And then he's like, no, I used to be a cutter. I was like, whoa, it's like so weird, because I always thought that was a female thing. And I guess what we can learn from that story is that I'm performing at the Comedy Store these days, and that's pretty hot shit for me. So, right on, high five. All right, thanks a lot, Comedy Studio, been awesome. And happy birthday, Mom and Marty.